So why are you all different about John Morant now, Mr. Tobin?
So yesterday I read this report.
Oh my! From who?
Kelly Iko from Yahoo Sports. It was a very good piece.
Can I just tell you?
No, Leroy, stop!
Right,
You're interrupting.
I'm interrupting.
It was a very good piece
I apologize
because it was from the John Morant camp perspective. He was talking to Ja's people, right?
Mm-hmm. Kelly, dude.
Kelly, dude, yeah.
Kelly leak. Don't worry about that. Go ahead.
Okay,
what did
keep
Kelly
going,
tell
keep
you?
going, keep going.
So he wrote. This is interesting. You know, there's a lot of
You
stuff.
don't have to tell us it's interesting. We decide whether it's interesting or not. Just read it.
We know it's interesting.
Yes.
You. Next.
Read. You got to. You need some help with a word or something.
Leroy!
He's not letting me read it. He's being very rude.
Leroy, I'm gonna shut that.
Nobody's
microphone
being
up,
rude.
Okay.
Read,
Let's
unless
go.
you have a problem saying certain words.
Yeah, I told him if he need help.
We're taking too much time.
He says there are varying levels of interest with Morant. Minnesota, Sacramento, Milwaukee, to name a few. But Miami has quickly emerged as an attractive option to Morant and his camp in recent days, sources said. Morant also has a deep respect for Heat head coach Erik Spoelstra, who also runs Team USA. Morant desires to represent his country in the 2028 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles, and Miami's veteran presence is an additional selling point and something Morant craves.
Okay. Now, let me break that down for you. Okay. You're going to say all nice things when you want to get out of the hellhole you're in.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is that you're never going to say anything negative about Erik Spoelstra when you're actually trying to make that Olympic team.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the problem. We have accused players, agents of throwing stuff out there to kind of start the interest. Right?
Sure.
So until the Heat say something, I ain't buying it.
That's fine. You don't. I actually would agree with you. I think that a lot of this stuff has been drummed up by Memphis and Ja's people.
Okay.
In fact, the great Anthony Chang yesterday reported in his column about this that the sources characterize the Heat's link to Morant as premature. Now, this could be a leverage thing.
You know, it's a leverage thing. It's absolutely.
Could be a leverage thing.
But I would say
there
this.
have been preliminary discussions between the Heat and Grizzlies. But the reason I think the Spo thing's interesting, let's not forget, okay, and this is a big thing.
Can I, one more reason why this is a little, the guy that Ja hated and the offense that he hated is now here.
What's his name?
It doesn't matter. The guy from Memphis who wanted to do the running gun thing.
Stop deflecting.
I'll go buy you jerk wings right now if you can name what he is and what his role is.
He's the offensive guru. He's the Mike McDaniel of the Heat.
His name's Noah LaRoche. He's not even officially on the staff. He is a consultant.
So if John get here, is he going to consult by the chicken wings?
He's going to go consult Crazy Andy for what are we selling for Vice Gear this week.
He's going to consult his ass to another job.
Which, by the way, I don't know if you guys have noticed, they've kind of gone away from the gimmicks. Like they're going pick and rolls. Tyler Hero was mocking the idea. He goes, pick and rolls are a good thing. He goes, I don't know why does this get a bad rap? And everybody in the league uses it. The Heat were trying to do something cool. They played too fast. They burned themselves out. But you want to know something? Here's the beauty of it. Maybe when they get to a point in the season, they can unleash it. That could be their bench unit offense with Jaime and Nico, and then they got their starter unit. But here's the thing. Let's not forget with John Morant, okay? This was a guy who was going to be the face of USA basketball, right? Like he was going to be the guy. He's got a signature shoe with Nike. He was one of the superstars of the league. You can't refurbish your image if you're on the Kings. You just can't. They're the Kings. That's Sabonis land.
Why are we talking about the Kings?
What? Because everybody's sitting here. Like, if you really want to get back to...
But wait, where did the Kings come from? We were not talking about the Kings until just...
What I'm telling you is Ja's Camp wants to get here because it is a glamour location, but also you want to be impressed upon of, hey, we're going to get you back into the good graces of the league. We're going to get you back to being one of the faces of Team USA. And who do you do with that? Oh, with the coach of Team USA, a guy who's an actual great coach, not some bozo from Finland who you don't have any respect for. Respectfully, Tom Ayasalo, I have no idea if you're a good man or not. I'm sure you are. You just have a beef with John Morant.
So
I think the thing that sold me is the biggest problem with John Morant
It's John Morant.
is John Morant's red flags and his baggage. But you are going to be on your P's and Q's to get things on point for not only playing for your coach of the team, but coach of this big platform. Because look, Team USA is going into place, Leroy. It's not all the old guys. They're going to be too old by 2028. This whole gold medal was won by Steph, KD, and LeBron.
yeah, it's gonna be
100 years old.
It's gonna be Ant-Man's team.
It could be Ant-Man's team,
It's going
but
to be
he was
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man before Ant-Man.
Can
He
I,
was.
Can I
And he
just
learned under the
can I-
old guys.
Can I say this? Like, one of the things that we go at it and why I get so mad at you is you make a bunch of assumptions
Right.
to get to your point. Okay. And the assumption is that Ja is all of a sudden going to get some get right. And as long as you've been watching sports, guys who have had issues like this, when has it mysteriously gotten better?
Forget sports. As long as you've been watching Ja,
Mm-hmm.
when Ja got suspended, right?
He did.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Did he get right after that? The
He did
fact
get-
that you got to think that long means no.
Well, he did get suspended again because then he did.
Yes! And you still think he's going to fix it?
It might.
It
If
might.
you have respect for Spo. You're not in this environment where everybody's a yes
You know
man
what?
to you.
There's people that love their wife, they still cheat.
That's true.
Facts.
Cheaters cheat.
Okay.
You're right. You're right.
Yes!
And shooters shoot.
So, oh my God, you're a whole.
Leroy.
I'm not hopeless.
Why you?
Well, I don't see. This is the thing I don't like about you. You always say, "Well, you hear me out," because you. By the way, you asked for my opinion on it, and then you just gave yours. You always do this thing when we have these discussions, and you say you make a lot of assumptions. Which, if I knew certainties, then I would know the exact way to go about it. You have to make assumptions. That's what the whole point of it is.
No. Here's what you do in these situations. You look at the past and project what you think the future is going to be, and then you make an investment or based on what is more likely to happen. Let me ask you a question right now. Based on what you know, what is more likely to happen? Ja's going to have a great next 5 years with the Heat, or Ja's going to do something stupid again?
If he's with the Heat?
No. What's more likely to happen based on what you've seen out of Ja?
If he's going to be with the Heat, I think great years. If he goes somewhere else, he's doomed.
That's the assumption that I get mad at.
Why?
Because all you have is
Environment
his
matters.
past performance. Does it?
Yeah.
Because they don't call this place Astron for nothing.
It is Astron.
What are you doing?
There's no ass when you get at 601 Biscayne Boulevard.
What?
Right? No ass, just pass.
Okay, until the sun goes
Wait,
down.
time out.
No.
No. Did you just say there's no ass at 601 Biscayne Boulevard?
Well, when
all
the
you
game started, of
see
course.
here.
But I'm talking about when we're actually practicing. We're working on basketball.
Listen, here's the deal.
Mhm.
You understand. Nobody said Ja was lazy. Nobody said Ja didn't work. Okay, so we can throw that all out. Okay, but his life decisions,
Sure.
how can you tell me, based on what you've seen up to this point,
Mm-hmm.
are going to mysteriously change?
Well, if that's,
It's an investment.
yeah, but here's the thing. I just want to be clear about this. I'm still not giving up picks for him, and I'm still not giving. Like I told you, the most I would give up for him is Yakachonis. That's the highest I would go. But that's just me. So I'm not sitting here saying we need to give the farm for him. If the Heat get into a spot where they're like, no, we want multiple picks, like the Heat are going to tell him to kick rocks, and I'm fine with that.
Oh no, I
But if
agree.
you're telling me I get him at low, at basically one young player who's not playing anyway, and suppose probably never going to play him, and expiring deals, like, come on, dude, that you think that's a bad idea to invest in talent? You've always talked about we need that dude. He is that
okay.
dude.
Yes, we need that
Was.
dude that's available.
He was.
If he's not available, then what good is it? We're not even talking about the injury portion of Ja.
But he's in a holdout right now.
Okay, but again, you're making the situation fit what you want. And I'm not doing that. I'm just looking at the past, looking at his track record, and trying to figure out what it's going to look like if he should happen to come down here. And I'm not making the assumption that all of a sudden
Right.
he's going to get some get right.
Here's what
Because guess what? You know, remember the last time? Remember AB going with Tom Brady? And we said, oh, when he gets with Tom Brady, he's going to get some get right because Tom Brady is a winner. And what did he do?
Look, here's what I would say to that.
Started going against.
I'm
Tom
just
Brady.
Right.
I'm just going to go with the past of the Heat because when people talk about Heat culture and people talk about the fitting in the organization, usually it's one of two things that happen. You're either a guy who can do it or you're a guy who can do it for a very short term. And they've benefited from both. Shaquille O'Neal is an example of that. When
Short
Shaquille
term?
O'Neal came here, it was short term. He did it for getting the ring because he wanted to get a ring before Kobe. And then all of a sudden he went back to being Shaq with his antics. When Jimmy Butler was here, Jimmy Butler, malcontent every single place, got here, revitalized his career. But when it came down to the old stuff, malcontent. So my thing with John Morant is he's got 2 years left on his deal. He hopes that you're not going to get your last max deal at 28 years old, that the Miami Heat, you come here, you're going to be on a place where people are going to actually give a rat's ass about you. His shoe company, which has a signature brand, I don't know if people are wearing Jaws. I don't know if they're popular or not, but I would assume Nike's like, hey, man, you want to keep this thing going? You want to keep the career going? Go impress the coach of Team USA, who has a lot of sway with that organization because even Jaylen Brown has bitched about that Nike has too much sway with it. Go impress this guy. Go be a coach for him. Play right and get your career back on track. And the worst thing that's going to happen for giving up nothing is, all right, I guess he's on the books for a couple of years, but it's not like he's got a gazillion. And by the way, if you want to impress for a contract, his ass is going to have to play.
So the counter to what you just said with the short-term guys, you know, all those times you had a team. You understand that, right?
You weren't
Not Jimmy.
You had a
yeah,
team.
but it was 5 years, wasn't he?
Hold on. Jimmy Butler came down here, Vlad. People mocked him and said he was coming here to retire. He started that season with 2 undrafted guys in the starting lot with Duncan Robinson and Kendrick Nunn. Goran Dragic was going to get traded to Dallas because they backed out of that deal. He ended up coming off the bench that year. Tyler Hero was a rookie. Nobody had any idea if he was any good. The only guy, and Bam was a prospect. He was a prospect. He was his first year really starting for the team. He just had started doing the second half of last year, and nobody knew what he was going to be. Only Alonzo Mourning, who everybody called a kook on the boat, except for me. I got the Goosies. But everybody was sitting here like, yes, he ended up having a team. But from this point, he did not have a team when he got here from the outset.
Mm-hmm.
So, look, everything and every concern you guys have, I cannot counter and say, I'm not worried about it. That's why I wouldn't invest that much in it. But if you're telling me, oh, it's a low risk, high reward deal, yeah, I kind of, oh my God, what does he want to say? Ricardo, what's up, man? What do you want? What do you want, Ricardo?
Tobin, please, for the love of the game and for the love of the fans of Miami Heat basketball, you are the very reason we are in this position right now because it stems all the way back to the Jimmy and Pat Riley feud. But I need to focus.
This is ridiculous.
We're here to talk about Ja, correct? We're here to talk about Ja. So I'm going to focus.
Get to the point.
Because Tobin,
You telling somebody to get to the point?
Ooh. Okay, sorry. I'm so mad right now. All right, here we go. You are trying to bring somebody in, as Leroy's saying, who's got injury problems, can't stay healthy, has inconsistencies in his game, chemistry problems with his teammates. You really think Pat Riley is going to sit down with this brat and give him what he wants?
Pat Riley gave
Or
100.
even to bring him in? Or
Ricardo.
you want to bring him in for pennies, as you said, for the whoever you want to give him up for? It doesn't matter.
Ricardo.
Tobin, you're bringing in someone who is not an asset. He is a liability.
Ricardo.
And he can't play
Listen
defense.
Listen to me. Pat Riley gave $100 million to Hassan Whiteside, dude. Yeah, I think he has always been a talent guy. $100 million. He gave $60 million to Philly Cheese. So you'll excuse me if I think Pat Riley can be blinded by talent from time to time.
Yet his
Goodbye.
feelings
Wow, you hang.
I don't like the way.
people?
Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah. Whoa.
That's a terrible point. It's a terrible point
Hold
by
on.
him.
Time out.
I'm gonna tell you
Terrible
this.
point.
You need to go and step up out your feelings.
What?
Because you're getting your feelings
Oh,
hurt.
this is a stupid
Wait,
point
you're
by him.
wrong.
It's
You're-
not my fault. One.
You're absolutely wrong with this jaw take.
I'm wrong.
You're 100%
I'm
wrong.
He believed in Philly cheese. Pat Riley.
Okay.
Oh, you taking shots at the Godfather?
He's like, oh, Pat Riley would never sit down with a brat. He wouldn't.
He learned. Maybe he learned this time.
Sure. Pat Riley's just like me. Okay.
Yeah. Ricardo had you on the rope, so you hung
Oh, he was. Oh man,
He didn't have anything
He
on
got-
the ropes.
he
It
took
was.
a-
I saved him from himself. He
No,
was
it's-
about to be Tap Machine.
he took a body punch like B-Hop gave or
Get outta
Oscar
here.
De La Hoya.
He was sitting here. I was like, shh, shh. Terrible point. He's a bad caller and a bad listener.
wait a
Now
minute.
he's a bad.
Didn't
caller?
you enjoy Hassan Whiteside? You were a big Hassan Whiteside fan.
We all enjoyed Hassan Whiteside until
Don't we?
until he was
I
Master
asked
Hassan
you.
Whiteside. Oh, you didn't have fun?
I could have did without his antics, but
Oh, okay.
I thought he helped the team.
I didn't realize.
You know the fear.
I didn't
that-
realize you wanted a team full of TJ McConnells.
You know the fear
No,
Tobin has.
what
right?
do you?
Tobin has the fear that another star player, star guard, wants to come to Miami, and the Heat will not be able to get him.
I actually don't have that fear. Like, that's what I expect. They're not going to get him.
There you go.
If you ask my expectation,
So
if you want my expectation, I know the Heat won't get him. They don't have the stomach for it.